Master of My Universe beat home Call Me Glorious, Super Legends and Akashvani.
Master of My Universe, he's descended down the crown of the track quickly. He's going to put them away here in some style.
Pythia Sports is a data science company. Our goal is to predict the outcome of sports events. We have a team of around 55 people, around half of which come from a data science background, various scientific disciplines from mathematics, engineering, computer science.
So we originally looked into the breeze-ups to use our data modelling. As a team member of ours had a membership at the Hong Kong Jockey Club. He got a permit to have a Griffin horse. Griffin horse is a horse that's not ran before, so we looked at all the different ways that we could potentially find a horse to go out to Hong Kong. We thought the most data points that we could use was the breeze-ups, because we were able to look at the horses actually breeze, so we see their time, we see their stride, and we see the way they walk as well.
I think our biggest advantage is that we're not starting from scratch. We've got years of expertise in predicting the outcome pretty successfully. The important factors that are going to help you analyse which horse is going to win a race are also the similar factors that we will be looking at when we're trying to pick out the very good horses from the sale. We have a dedicated video analysis team based out in Hong Kong, which work on other projects for us the rest of the year, and they will analyse the horse's stride during the breeze. We also have a software that analyses the videos and can give us an even more enhanced picture of the horse's stride as they breeze. The models are doing, in effect, a similar process to what a human is doing in their mind when they're looking at a horse and taking a judgment at the sale. The big difference is that humans have biases and the model doesn't. It's based purely on data and evidence from past performances. The model uses something called machine learning, and the basic premise is that it will take horses from breeze-up sales going back as far as 10 years, and it will then match up those horses with their racetrack performance. And we look at a number of different aspects, from pedigree to times, to stride, to biomechanics of how they walk, and it will take all of that information and it will detect patterns in the horses that went on to be very successful. It can then correlate what it was that those horses had in common and what it was about the horses that didn't do so well, and then it learns these relationships, and going forward it can then predict when you've got a horse before we know what it's going to do. It'll be able to tell you whether that's going to be a good horse or not.
We also have other features that are more esoteric and complex that derive more from our understanding of time series and will be analogous to what people may use in financial trading and things like that. Signals that the human eye can't really pick up on. When you assess something numerically, you can potentially pick up relationships between different parameters that are hard to focus on with the human eye. Because when you're watching something, you can look at the horse in summation, or you can focus on specific areas, but you can't focus on two small things at the same time. And that's something that if you quantify it numerically, that's something that's a lot easier to do and a lot easier to extract value from, especially if you can look at the metrics afterwards. I think the difference between us and other people is that at Pythia Sports, we have a really deep history with data analysis. It takes a very particular set of skills to extract the most value and information and actually work out what's useful to focus on.
We all know which horses go the fastest, but I suppose to have information on stride analysis is very, very useful. A lot of good horses have a good, healthy stride, and so I'd say personally that's the piece of data that I would read into maybe the most.
There have been cases that we've seen in previous years where horses run a very quick breeze, and we could see from their stride pattern that they were going to be unlikely to sustain that pace over much more than 2 furlongs. And then you see the horse go to the track and it races and it comes nowhere. So we do differ from the market in our opinions, even just on time.
We use the gait metrics and conformational analysis to help identify what we have seen in elite runners in the past, and therefore pick these out in the future.
So it's been really interesting working with the Pythia guys. What's been fascinating is to see how you can use the same dynamic modelling that we were using with buying yearlings to just extend it and take it further than you go with yearlings, because you've just got so much more information to work with. And I think that the ability to combine time, stride, biomechanics together into a single model creates something that can really find some value that is just going to be different to everybody else in the game.
We think that we've got the background and the capabilities to really kind of push that on to the next level and use sort of the knowledge and all the data entry points that we've got going back decades to try and put our own view on why we think that we should advise on sort of different purchases or different methods. Obviously, we grade every single horse at the Breeze Ups, so I think there was probably over 900 horses in total across the 5 different sales. So we've obviously now got data on how some of those horses have performed since then. Across the Breeze Up sales, we've had 16 horses who've won 16 races from 81 runs at a strike rate of 20%. So this year for the Breeze Ups, we're looking forward to working with all the clients again and some new clients as well.
At 35,000 now this time, the Kodiak goes. Last time, all done at 35,000 last time. Pythia Sports, thank you very much. Best of luck with it.